Hello, my name is Bugaboo Gamer, and I have discovered a Minecraft get-rich-quick scheme. And despite the high amount of diamonds I have for my decoration, Ender Dragon Egg, my armor, and my pickaxe, it is not related to diamonds, but instead emeralds, which are kind of more valuable. So, if we go over to this house, this is Mr. Mending. And he sells, for just 34 emeralds, a very powerful book called Mending. This book lets me stop any of my tools from breaking just by acquiring XP. But I still need 34 emeralds to get that book. And then, you might have noticed, I have a lot of these illager banners everywhere. I even have one right now. And you get these from illagers carrying them on their back. And you also get this bottle called the Ominous Bottle. So if I go over to a village and drink this bottle, now a raid is starting. Okay, so now the raid has begun, and these angry men who seem very excited to go hunting with their crossbows are here. And they seem to not understand why I am a person. So I think I'm gonna have to defend myself. And it seems they happened to drop money. So if I defend myself from this guy too, he will not drop money. He'll just drop a chest plate and a bow. They really like their bows and going hunting. So I now have gotten some more money they dropped when I defended myself from them. And apparently this spell is ringing itself. Okay, so there's another angry man who wants to go hunting. And he also doesn't understand what I am not something he can hunt. So I also need to defeat him too. And I guess eat some more lunch. And then I can throw that trident at them. And hope they do not attack me. He dropped a book. What is this? I think that's useless. There's 2 angry hunting guys left in this village. And they're really intimidating these pacifist vegetarian villagers. So I think I'm gonna have to kick them out for being so rude to the villagers. Oh. It seems this guy has fell in the well. But he wants to attack me, so I'm not gonna help him. And the bell will continue to ring itself which is totally not worrying me. Okay, so another wave is starting. I think. Why is it just staying at half health of the raid? I didn't. Oh. Did they hurt themselves on the way here? I don't know how they did that. But he just pushed me off a hill. I did not enjoy that. And apparently there's already just 2 of them. And one of them is a big scary monster, which I feel like might be more intimidating than the villagers. So I think he's also going to have to be kicked out. If he just chose to be a vegetarian, you'd be allowed in this nice little pacifist village, but he has not chosen that. So I'm going to have to explain to him, using some cool tricks with my trident, what he's not allowed here. And he will give me a saddle for it. Okay, so there's another angry man with a crossbow. So I'm going to need to explain to him hunting's not allowed here again. He will give me some money for gracefully explaining that to him in a polite manner with some cool trident tricks. And then another wave will start. And it will mostly just be the same thing for a little while, so if something else I feel like I need to explain happens, I'll showcase that. But you can already see I have 11 emeralds, and this is pretty early in the raid, so I think you can see how this works. So there's a witch here, and they will accidentally throw poison. We're gonna have to do health and safety class about how to not accidentally poison yourself, but I think for now I can just explain to them they have to leave, and then maybe they'll come back without doing this in the future. Maybe they'll need to see fire tricks too. Why are there so many of them? Okay, I think I'm gonna need to eat more lunch and not get attacked by an angry villager. He seems very obsessed with attacking me. I show him my cool trident and fire tricks, and he also agrees what he should politely leave this village. So then I'll do that again with this villager, or illager. I do not want to kick out villagers, that would not be nice. Okay. So some more hunters have arrived, and they even have brought another monster with them. So I'm going to have to explain to them and their monster what is very impolite to intimidate these kind pacifist villagers. And they will gladly give me more money for that, because of course they would never intentionally bother the villagers. I wonder if he wanted to ask me any questions before he left. But these zombies and skeletons interrupted me, so he did not get to ask any questions or ask any questions. I finally got to do the pun I wanted to. Okay, so this is an evoker. And he's gonna show off some cool tricks he knows how to do too. But I'm going to show him how much cooler and more amazing the tricks I can do are. And he'll be so amazed by my tricks, well, he'll just leave. And then I think that was all the villagers you need to prepare to defend yourself against. To use this get rich quick scheme. So I'm gonna try and defend against the extra villagers left. So sometimes this evoker thinks what he needs some friends to help him show off his cool tricks. But I personally don't really enjoy the company of his friends that much. So I hope he doesn't call them, which is maybe a little bit rude. There's a skeleton with a sword. They're supposed to have bows. And I'm supposed to have a trident. Oh, so there's a lot of them this wave. This is threatening. I know they just want to be friends, but we really do not enjoy hunting here, and we would prefer if they came here to show off a different hobby of theirs. So apparently this creature's very confused by paths. So I can show him how to use the path to walk away using my trident. But apparently an evoker will want to show off his tricks because he thinks I was trying to show off my tricks to him. So I'll have to run away first. And then I will have to show off my tricks to him. Oh, there's an evoker on a monster. That's not very nice. He called his friends. I do not like it when he calls his friends. That is why I don't like it when he calls his friends. I would like it if his friends left me alone, and if he left me alone. I do not feel like hanging out with him and his friends right now. Okay, so his friends decided they were bored and left. So now I can go back to him and show off some cool tricks and to explain to him what he has to leave. And then he will leave because he didn't understand what he was accidentally being so rude. So then I can explain the same thing to his creature. And I think everything's fine. I believe this is the last wave. At least I hope it is. So I feel like in almost every raid ever, the villagers get trapped somewhere in the village. So you'll probably need to look around for a little bit. Okay, so there's a witch, and she wants to show off her tricks, but we didn't really want that, And now the villagers are very happy. What, they can go back to being happy, pacifist vegetarians and vegans and not get bothered. And they'll be so happy, they'll give me discounts. So obviously, if you did a raid in a village what has really good, like, trades with your villagers, then you could start spending your emeralds to buy stuff to sell to other villagers to get even more emeralds, and you could get, like, really even richer with this. But I'm going to have to start by going back to my house. So now that I'm back home, these villagers will talk in a corner with llamas. And if I talk to them, then he's gonna give me a discount. So I can already get mending now. I just need to go grab a book to be turned into mending. But if I want even more mending, then I can talk to this villager, Miss Potions, and she is also giving a discount on buying stuff. So I can quickly get a few extra emeralds. Does the Wandering Trader also give me a discount? No. But I can still sell him stuff because that'll give me extra emeralds too. So now if I find Mr. Mending, and I get a book, so now I can talk to Mr. Mending, and I have 2 books and lots of emeralds. But apparently not enough to get a second mending book, so I'm going to very quickly have to think of a way to get another. Okay, so I got a lot of paper for Mr. Mending, and he's gonna give me some more emeralds, but apparently still not enough. So I'm gonna have to get even more paper now. This has, like, always worked every single time. And then the time I'm trying to showcase my get-rich quick scheme on camera, it's like, nope, this doesn't actually work. Now I can get that last mending book. And then it looks like my armor and stuff's starting to get a little broken from all that convincing illagers to be more polite. But then I can add my mending book. So I have my first piece of armor with mending, now my second piece of armor with mending. So now I literally have entirely mending gear. I could even have my helmet, except I already put mending on my elytra, which is somewhere. Yeah, so I already have mending on my elytra. So I could literally have full, all mending gear, what lasts forever by now, and I've just fought, like, free raids. And you also get lots of other good stuff, like totems. Well, mainly just totems and emeralds. But totems and emeralds are pretty good. If you enjoyed the video, I have more videos for you to watch. I think they're on the left or right. You just need to click on them. You'll be able to tell what the video is. And if you watch this and are confused why that villager is in his pajamas, then I am too. But we're gonna ignore that. And if you watch this and you're like, I already know a better way to get emeralds and diamonds and everything very quickly and way faster than this, and this is a slow way to get just emeralds, then actually comment what that better way is, because I would be very happy to not have to fight tons of raids. Well, not tons of them, just like one for every 2 armor pieces, but that's still like 3 or 4 raids. I don't want to have to be fighting raids just to be able to get to other stuff without breaking my stuff. So if you have a better way to do this, then definitely comment it, because obviously everyone else will want to know how to do that if they watch this video. And I will also want to know how to do that, because, well, I don't really have that much stuff that needs mending still. It's mainly just the helmet and I guess axe, but not this axe. But definitely comment a better way to do this if you know one. And goodbye!